Love music. Live sport. With Liz Clark on Rocksport Radio.
AC/DC play ball. Now, how appropriate's that? This isn't just all chucked together, you know, because apart from playing ball, we're going to be talking about ball hockey. Now, you might think, what is ball hockey and where is it played? How is it played? Well, I'm delighted to say here on Rocksport Radio, we are joined by Chris Gent from the Edinburgh Ogres. Chris, thanks so much for joining us here on Rocksport Radio.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for having me.
No, you're more than welcome. First of all, tell us about ball hockey.
Yeah, so I guess for people that maybe haven't heard of it, it's similar in ways to ice hockey in that you have two forwards, two defensemen, and a netminder. Albeit it's three forwards in ice hockey. You use ice hockey sticks, gloves, the helmets. You play with a ball, not a puck.
Right.
And so I guess it's quite a small playing area. So a lot of people say that isn't that similar to grass hockey then, and it's very different, to be honest. The playing surface is smaller. It's more end to end. A lot of shots on goal. So whereas I think grass hockey, you think more being similar to football in terms of the pace of the game.
Really?
This is end-to-end stuff. So yeah.
And where did it? Maybe a stupid question, but where did it kind of originate, Chris? Is it a new thing? Or?
Well, no. I reckon, like with most of these sports, probably predominantly been played in America and Canada and probably Scandinavia, but it's become a bigger thing in the UK. I mean, we've got teams all over the UK. There's Ball Hockey UK that run the sport, and the Scottish Conference started last year, so it's definitely growing. Scottish Conference, we've got teams obviously from Glasgow, but Dundee, Fife, so yeah, all across Scotland. So it's definitely growing.
Unbelievable. You know, it's really interesting to hear about it. How many teams are there then in Scotland when you're saying it's growing?
Oh, so put me on a spot. The conference
well,
had something like seven or eight teams. So obviously we're coming in and adding to the numbers. But I think the beauty of this is it's all inclusive. It's unisex. It's all ages. Different types of talent. They've got people that have played ice hockey down to people that have never held a stick before, and I think that's it. I think that's the beauty of this. You can pick up a stick and play instantly. So
I was going to say that is that what makes it that bit different? You know, you've got to be good on skates and whatever for ice hockey, and you know that maybe that this is a way almost playing the game, but without the danger or whatever of the ice.
That's it. It's completely accessible. You don't have to have any skating ability at all. It's not on skates, but it's you can literally go along into your local park or find an area, or find a hall, pick up a stick and play. I think that's how we came about, to be honest. Our team is just a bunch of guys who can't skate. Well, that's probably doing a disservice to our ice hockey players. We've got one or two in there, but mostly it's people that don't really skate. So
and just wanted to play the game. So you mentioned the amount of teams there is. Is there a league? Do you play in a league?
So we've just joined the Ball Hockey UK Scottish Conference. It's first year last year, so we're joining that. I think our first game will be towards the end of the summer, September, October time. And basically, the way I believe it works is that all your teams come together in a location. Tends to be up in Dundee. I think there's a good place to play up there. So you tend to come together maybe one weekend. And then you play 2-3 games over the course of the weekend, that sort of thing. So,
right.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting. So you're the Edinburgh Ogres captain, I believe, Chris?
Yeah, that's right.
Right, so tell us about the Ogres.
The Ogres, so essentially it began one or two, we're mostly ice hockey fans, and we were looking for something to do over the summer. It started about 3 months back, and about 6-7 of us all just turned up in a scout hall and played around. It's unbelievable how things have gained momentum over the last 2-3 months. We went from, let's say, 6 or 7 just friends playing through we're actually having to say to people at the moment, we can't take you on. We're up to our maximum. We're getting to a point where we've got so many people that were interested that we couldn't accommodate it. So yeah,
That's good though. That'll lead to maybe the formation of more teams then, won't it?
That's it. I think it's just going to grow. But I mean, yeah, as I say, 3 months ago we were in a scout hall. Now we're registered, got strips and all the equipment, and everyone's really bought in and behind it. It's brilliant to see.
And how do you do that, Chris? Do you need sponsors and things? That you're talking about getting strips and getting you all together and whatever.
So yeah, we have 1 or 2 sponsors. So it's CrossCheck Clothing. They help in terms of our strips, and we've had Copeland Sports come in and help. So 1 or 2 sponsors probably doing the service now to other shouted at us. but yeah, sponsors come in and help. But mainly, people have committed their own money just to get us up and running. We pay a fee a week or a month just to keep it going and make sure we get all the equipment and get the goals.
I'm actually losing you a wee bit there, Chris.
Oh, sorry.
But I'm getting this.
Yeah.
I'm getting the idea here, just so that people can get a wee picture in their mind. Then, what are the strips or the outfits like? Are they more geared towards the ice hockey or field hockey?
Yeah, it's ice hockey strips. Yeah, right. Ice hockey strips. You tend to a ball hockey team. You'll have a team with ice hockey strips on. You'll have the gloves. The ice hockey stick, and obviously leg padding, etc. Probably not quite as much padding as an ice hockey player, but certainly a fair amount because that ball can sting a bit if it hits you. So yeah. So
brilliant.
Yes.
So you're playing Glasgow Ruckus at the weekend.
Yeah.
And I bet that's a rivalry, is it, with Edinburgh and Glasgow?
It's this will be our first game against them, but we've had such a good laugh on social media, winding each other up. It's been good fun. They've been great to work with. They the fact that they're going to come through Edinburgh and play us in a game, it's been they've been brilliant. So yeah, just a bit of banter between the two. So that's developed quite quickly.
Brilliant.
So really looking forward to actually meeting them, and it's going to be good.
Playing the game, keep it competitive, but there's a good sort of friendliness there.
You've hit the nail on the head. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, both teams will be going hard at it, and then we've got pizza lined up for afterwards. So
fabulous! I'll maybe come along now you've mentioned that.
You're more than welcome.
But listen, what about the names? The names are amazing me. The Ogres, Ruckus. Who came up with this?
Yeah, I guess again that's the type of ice hockey influence, isn't it? When you've got your team name. So that was the Ogres. We've got 1 or 2 guys, Chris Grabowski and Sean Cowan, who both had a lot to do with getting this team up and running. I can't remember which one of them came up with the Ogres name. I think it may be Chris, but yeah. And then we're having a laugh. There's strips and stuff like that. So yeah, it's
brilliant. It sounds great, Chris. I mean, you've painted a great picture of it there. I come into this talking about ball hockey and thinking, just what is it? Great. It's just a great vision from you all to have done this, and there's obviously a big uptake, and you can see that it's growing by the bit. Where do you see it getting to, Chris? Yeah,
well, I mean, if you'd asked me 3 months ago, did I think we would be this far forward? No way. But I reckon, the fact that Scottish Conference sprouted up last year and is, going to go into its second year now, it's got us added to its numbers. I think that's great, and I think that we're getting a lot of, let's say, the social media coverage and opportunities like this, just the chance to talk about the sport is great, because, like I say, all people have to do is get in touch with any of the clubs, and you can come along. I'm hoping we see numbers grow. I'd like to see a couple of teams rise up. I mean, just in Edinburgh alone,
brilliant.
There's more people wanting to get involved. So it's a growing sport, but it is.
What about youngsters, Chris? Is there youngsters getting involved?
Yes, but I think it's probably an area that. I'm just thinking from an Edinburgh perspective. I don't want to do any other teams an injustice, but from an Edinburgh perspective, we need to think about, now that we've got this up and running, how can we look at how we bring younger folk through? So yeah, it's definitely something we're going to be looking at.
Brilliant. That's great, Chris. It's great to chat to you. And you've described that well. You get a real feel for it. So listen, all the best for Edinburgh Ogres against Glasgow Ruckus this weekend. Then, so keep in touch with us here at Rocksport Radio, and we'll report on how that game goes.
Brilliant. No, thanks for having me.
Great. Thanks very much, Chris. Good to speak to you.
Okay, thanks.
Chris Gent there, who's the Edinburgh Ogres captain in ball hockey. Sounds like a real interesting sport, I have to say. And, you know, it's obviously growing, trying to introduce youngsters into the game. And I love the names, the Ogres and the Ruckus. Here's Van Morrison.
Love music, live sport with Liz Clark on Rocksport Radio.